coming. The Bears leading the Panthers 21-7, then 24-21 until the fourth quarter when 3 turnovers turn a victory into a loss. And joining us this morning is blogger Dan Katz from Barstool Sports Chicago, a.k.a. Big Cat. And Cat, so a lot of ways to slice and dice on this one. Who do you point the finger to most?
Oh, we're pointing it at everyone.
Okay.
It's a fire everyone type of morning at Hallis Hall. You think we're having a bad morning? Those guys are having a lot worse of a morning. But yeah, a lot of disappointment. The defense was okay. Not great, but you don't expect them to be great. The offense is underachieving, and the special teams is bad as usual.
Right, well, that pretty much sums it up. And you can't blame the defense for this one. Let's look at one sequence late in the first half that I think really changed the entire momentum of the ball game, and that's the little screen pass to Matt Forte. He breaks a tackle and just goes off on a beautiful run. Could have been a touchdown.
Could have been a touchdown. This was what changed the entire game. You come off a Briggs interception. You're going to go into the half maybe 28-7, cruise the second half.
Or at least 24-17.
At least 24-7, and Robbie Gould misses we don't see this.
No,
he doesn't miss these field goals, especially from 35 yards. Then the defense goes inexplicably into a soft cover 2, lets Cam Newton march right down the field, gets in a rhythm. The Bears had pressure on him all first half. Now the Panthers are going into the half only down 7, and
feeling pretty good about themselves.
Great about themselves, and that changed the whole game.
Yeah, you're up 17. You're pretty much got it done. All right, now second half, and it's a ball game, and then your star quarterback Jay Cutler, who had some nice moments, no question about it, including that run for touchdown, which was pretty nifty, but he's nowhere to be found.
Yeah, the offense didn't make the adjustments they needed to make. It looked like they came out in the second half and they thought they were going to be able to do the exact same thing that they did the first half. And this has been the frustrating part for the Bears this year. They're averaging, 23 points a game. That's less than last year. You thought year 2 under Trestman, year 2 with these wide receivers and Jay Cutler in a new system, they would be progressing, and they're not. And that's the frustrating part. That's where everyone is pretty disappointed this morning.
And you look at Matt Forte, another really terrific game. But the vertical passing game, where is it, Dan?
Exactly. Matt Forte was great yesterday. But when your running back leads your team in receptions, that's not a good thing, especially when you have Alshon Jeffrey and Brandon Marshall. Last year, 11 100-yard games between the two of them. This year, through 5 games, they've had 1. So, like you said, the vertical passing game isn't there. They have to figure out, and the Panthers' defense is not that good. It's not the defense they had last year. Mark Trestman, for what he has been billed as, should be able to figure out a defense like that.
All right, final question then. How do you right the ship? In the Dan Katz, sort of let's look at this half glass full sort of, mind. What are we looking at here?
So I'm an optimistic guy by nature. You have to be as a Cubs fan. So I'm saying 4-4 by the bye.
Okay.
The Bears have a chance. The second half of the schedule is 5 out of 8 games at home. They have 5 out of their 6 division games remaining, so they'll control their own destiny. So 4-4, you got to go 2-1 in the next 3 games. They'll still be in it.
Okay, the formula: if you get to 4-4, you're going to be okay.
Yep.
Maybe.
That's what I'm saying.
All right.
They should hire me.
All right. I'm not sure that's going to happen, but we can always think. All right, Dan, thanks. We asked Bears fans on Facebook if it's time to panic. Michael says they were never in it to win their division, let alone the Super Bowl. Get rid of Cutler and get a good quarterback.
Does he know that we just signed him for a long-term contract?
He's going to be here for a while. Anthony says, no panic, just great disappointment. They got all the tools, but just can't seem to use them. There's truth in those words. And Rick says, can you say Blackhawks?
Yeah, Blackhawks and Bulls. Give me some Pau Gasol.
Conversation continues at the Fox Chicago News Facebook page. Stick around. More of Good Day Chicago is next. Thank you, Dan Katz.